Hello everyone, welcome to Genius Tutorials, and we are here with our new session on logarithm topic. And in this session we are going to start logarithm and its application, and this is a very important chapter from algebra because you can see application of this chapter in almost every other topic of algebra, whether you are going to take theory of equations, progressions, and even in calculus you will see many questions based on logarithm. And if you are not comfortable with all the properties and concepts of logarithm, you are going to face many issues in those topics also. So without wasting any time, let's start with this topic. And before going to start this topic, you must subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not subscribed it yet, because we are going to come up with more such sessions in coming season. Okay, so let's start with this topic. First of all, let us understand what is a polynomial function. So polynomial function, suppose if I say that fx is equal to x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 7. Now this is a polynomial function. Rather we can say that this is a cubic polynomial function, okay, because degree here is 3. So in this case, in polynomial function, the variable can have any power, can have any whole number power. It can never be a negative value, power can never be negative, and power can never be in fraction. This is the basic definition of polynomial function. But if I say that what is the exponential function, in that case exponential function is basically of type this. If I say fx is equal to a to the power x, okay, that means value of this function increases exponentially. Okay, this is the basic definition of an exponential function. We can say that the variable is in the exponent. This is variable. In case of exponential function, variable is in exponent, but in a polynomial function, variable is in the base and constant values in the power. Okay, this is the basic difference between exponential function and polynomial function. Now we can say that exponential function of the form fx is equal to a to the power x. We must know that a here is the base. A is called base of this exponential function, and x can be any real function. Suppose if I say that fx is equal to 5 to the power x, 7 to the power x, 10 to the power x, even any fraction, we can say 4 by 7 to the power x. All these are exponential functions. Okay, but remember one thing, that whenever we write down exponential function, this a should not be equal to 0 or 1, because if I write down fx as 0 to the power x, that will be 0 only. Same way, if I write down fx as 1 to the power x, it will remain 1 only. So we can say that these are constant functions, because if you calculate fx is equal to 0 to the power x or 1 to the power x, it will remain constant functions. So these are not exponential functions anymore. These can be represented as constant functions. So they will not satisfy the general exponential functions properties. So to avoid negative numbers as base, we don't get any complex values. We can say that a cannot be even negative. Okay, that means if I say fx is equal to minus 4 to the power x, let us take this case. If we allow a as minus 4, then we can say that f of suppose if I say you have to calculate value of f of 1 by 2, then it will be minus 4 to the power 1 by 2, which is again not a real number. This will give you the complex values. That's why what we can conclude out of it, let me summarize this, that if we have a polynomial function fx as a to the power x, then this a here is the base and x variable is the exponent. This is variable and this is the exponent here. Now remember one thing, that this base a, this should not be equal to 0 or 1, and a should be a positive value. Okay, a cannot be even negative. Why it is not negative? Because if I substitute base as a negative value, and for any fractional power there can be many fractional parts. Let us take 1 by 2, let us take 1 by 3. So there can be many fractional parts for which it will give complex values, non-real values. So to avoid those conditions, we must take a as a positive number but not equal to 1, because 0 and 1, they will give you the constant polynomial, or we can say they are the constant functions. I hope this is clear. Now let us move on to the next important point, that what is the graph of exponential function. Now the graph of polynomial function, not polynomial function, graph of exponential function is like this. This is graph of function fx is equal to a to the power x for any exponential function when this base is greater than 1. But if I say that function is like this, where base is less than 1, then graph is like this. This is also graph for exponential function in case base is less than 1, or we can say if base lies between 0 and 1. So suppose if I say fx is equal to 5 to the power x, we can say that this is graph for fx is equal to 5 to the power x. Now at the same time, if I need to draw a graph of fx is equal to 7 to the power x, this point is 0, 1. Now can you tell me, if I write down 5 to the power x and 7 to the power x, then if value of x lies 0, that means if I substitute negative values of x, then obviously 5 to the power x will be greater than 7 to the power x. I hope you are getting my point. Okay, that means for this region it will lie here, otherwise this will be the value of 7 to the power x. Same way, if I need to write down, if I want to draw a graph of fx equal to 2 to the power x, it will be like this. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. So that means all the exponential functions fx is equal to a to the power x, graph will be like this only, with a slight variations as I described here in 2 to the power x, 5 to the power x, 7 to the power x. But otherwise they all pass through, the basic feature is all pass through this point 0, 1, and for all those values where a lies between 0 and 1, the graph is like this. Clear? Okay. Now 2-3 main points that can be derived out of this graph, that if we draw a graph of exponential function a to the power x, we can say the graph of a to the power x is a monotonic graph. We can say this is a monotonic function. Okay, if I say that a is greater than 1, that means graph is like this. It passes through 0, 1. Okay, graph of fx is equal to a to the power x, where a is greater than 1. This graph is graph of an increasing function. So we can say if base is greater than 1, then this function is an increasing function in its domain R. Domain of this function is R. This is defined everywhere. Okay, can you tell me what will be the range of this function? Now exponential function fx is equal to a to the power x. Obviously this function will never be negative. Okay, you can substitute any value of x, you will never get any negative value. So can you tell me what will be the range of this function? Its range will be 0 to infinity. The value will always be a positive value. It cannot be even equal to 0. Okay, so it must be greater than 0, and it can move on up to infinity. Okay, so if you draw a graph of any exponential function where base a is greater than 1, we can say that this represents an increasing function, domain is capital R, and range will be 0 to infinity. I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Same way, if I draw a graph for an exponential function where base is not greater than 1, in fact if I say if base lies between 0 and 1, although it passes through same point 0, 1, if base lie between 0 and 1, what does it represent? Although it is a monotonic again, but this function fx is a decreasing function here. This is a decreasing function. Got it? We can say that it will not be again equal to 0. Suppose if I am taking this fx as 1 by 2 to the power x. If you keep on increasing the value of x, it will be 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 16 and so on. You can clearly see that the value will just approach to 0. Okay. If you increase the value of x to infinity, the value will approach to 0. So we can say the domain of this function. What will be the domain? Domain is again R. It is defined for every value of x. Okay. And what will be the range? Will it be negative? Again, it will not be negative anywhere, although it can approach to 0, but it will not be a negative value. So what will be the range? A range will again be 0 to infinity. Because if you substitute x as negative values, it will give value greater than 1. Okay, on this region. Okay, if you substitute x as negative value, suppose you substitute x as minus 3, and what will be the answer? 1 by 2 raised to the power minus 3, or we can say 8, and so on. So it can reach up to infinity, but it will never be a negative value. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So this is all about the exponential function, the first basic thing which we should know before we are going to start with logarithm topic. So what is exponential function and what can be the possible graphs of the different cases, which is increasing, which is decreasing, what is domain, what is the range for this exponential function. I hope you all are comfortable with this topic. So if you like this video, do give your comments and feedback, and we will continue this topic in our next session. Thank you so much.